Hi, I'm Heather from booktubes, and today is September anticipated releases. These are the ones that I am personally very excited about. Not everything that I've ever heard of that is coming out in September. I fully intended on filming this yesterday, and instead I went to urgent care because one of my kids has tested positive for strep. So if you could shed a singular tear for me, that would be great. I kind of thought we had made it out, but alas, we are back at the beginning, so that is unfortunate. Here we go. All right, on the 3rd, Immortal Dark, which is the first in the Immortal Dark trilogy by Tigest Girma, is coming out. This is Black Vampires YA. I've heard that's a little bit dark for YA. Dark Academia, I have heard some really good early reviews for this. Basically, she has to work with a vampire that she thinks killed her whole family. I think that's what's happening, and I think this is bloody and dark and violent. Not really sure on the romance element, but I'm always excited to see more Black vampires published. Like, give me 14 of them, you know what I'm saying? Also on the 3rd, Us in Ruins by Rachel Moore is out. This came across my radar as for fans of The Mummy, and I continue to look for the perfect book that is going to give me mummy vibes, and I am, as of yet, still completely unsatisfied on that front, but I have high hopes for this. This is another YA fantasy, which again is kind of unusual for me. What is this even about? I don't know. She has to reassemble an ancient and cursed vase with the help of a boy who went missing in 1932. It's a standalone adventure rom-com, perfect for fans of What the River Knows and The Lost City. The Lost City did sadly fall extremely flat for me. And What the River Knows is an SMP book, so I never ended up reading it, although I started it and really enjoyed it. Honestly, I don't need to know more. I want adventure rom-coms. If fantasy is even better, but I don't know that this is fantasy. That could have been a lie. I want it. I want a good one. I want one that satisfies me, and this could be it. It's unlikely because it's YA, but this could be it. I just need some good ones. Why is this so difficult? Next on the 4th, we have, and then there was Passion, which is Handsome Family #2 by Monique. I had the first book on my TBR. The synopsis gives us nothing. Who even knows what it's about? But Monique is the author of the Mafia Misfits. All I could think of was Sinful Vow, which is the title of the first book, but is the author of the Mafia Misfits series, which is the all-black mafia series that I have enjoyed. Those are the only books of hers that I've read. This is not mafia. I think this is contemporary romance. I would like to branch out and read a little more of her backlist and current releases. So that's why it made the list. Then on the 10th, my most anticipated release is Embracing the Change, which is River Rain #6 by Kristen Ashley. I do have an arc of this. I am so freaking excited about it. Guess who got an arc? I'm pretty sure. This is the best day of my life. I got an arc of Kristen Ashley's new book! Ah! You don't understand how excited I am! She's my favorite author. I love her book so much. I'm so excited! Oh my god! This is a billionaire romance. It is older main characters. Like, they have fully adult children. They are, I want to say they're in their 60s, which I am like really excited about. Also, this has been slow burning through a few of the other books, and I just like want to get to it. He has lost at least one wife, but possibly 2 wives that have died, and he just refuses to put his kids through it again. And his soulmate is sitting right there in front of him, and they're like best friends that do everything together. It's like, no, you're not. Get your act together. And also, Kristen Ashley used The Prophecy by Taylor Swift to market this book and said that that's how Nora, the main character, feels at the beginning of the book. And I was like, I am not prepared for this emotional roller coaster, but it's Kristen Ashley, so I actually am. I will jump into it feet first. Anyways, Nora is like old money, so you know, we'll see how that goes. I find it interesting when Kristen Ashley does super rich characters because they're billionaires, right? But she makes them like very progressive and talks about the system and how like they literally can't give their money away. Hello from the editing bed. What I mean by that is they can't give their money away fast enough because they have so much wealth, the way that interest and everything, they can give so much away. They'll still end the year wealthier than they started the year at, that type of thing. Which, like, I get it. I've never read a billionaire romance where he didn't have a secret heart of gold and wasn't extremely generous and all of that. So, you know, it's fiction. Then on the 17th, Fear the Flames, which is Fear the Flames #1 by Olivia Rose Darling, is coming out. This was a indie book. I did read the indie version. I actually have a physical copy on my shelves because Jan Agaton influenced me and I had a gift card and I was easily influenced. Which I'm kind of happy about because I really love the old cover. But this has been traditionally published and there's a lot of editing and new content in it. So this is not one for one the indie version, which I'm excited about. I like that they did that, especially because I do feel like, while I loved that first book, I did feel like there were some things that could be better. So I am very, very, very hopeful that I can get my grubby little paws on this book because I have not yet. It never showed up on NetGalley. Other people got ARCs, but you know, I don't ask for ARCs because I'm the problem. None of my libraries have picked it up yet, and I just want to read this version of this book because I really did like the indie version. I have a whole reading blog of it back in February. Like, I really liked it. It was crackalicious, you know? It wasn't like the best thing that I've ever read, but I was flying through it, and it was fast-paced, and we got like our meeting with the hero right away at the beginning. Like, there wasn't a ton of long drawn-out setup, which I don't love that. I like when we're getting the setup, you know, throughout. Like, I don't know, you can tell me 2 sentences and I'm picking up what you're putting down. I don't need like a whole 2 chapters about it. So I like that wasn't that. Also, this has really short chapters. Also, this is reluctant allies to lovers, and it is a queen with dragons and a heist and a enemy general, and they work together, and he's like obsessed with her and super protective and everything, and there's found family, and there's supposed to be more heists in this. Like, I'm excited. I'm really, really excited, so I just need to be able to read it. Please, God, why? So anyways, you should read it, and I should read it. Then on the 26th, A Love Most Fatal by Kath Richards. I have absolutely no idea what this is. What are you talking about, Heather? Oh, okay, it's right here. This one, I won't even lie, this cover got me. It got me. This is what I'm looking for in this type of cover. Like, I was immediately like, oh, let me see what you're about. And the synopsis also got me, so it made this list. All right, so this is Mafia because it is Morelli family book 1. Vanessa Morelli has trained for 2 CEO Morelli instruction and head of the Morelli crime family. So far it's going well, blah, 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 blah. They respect her and fear her, or at least she thought they did. And then her company is being attacked, and the older woman lay on the pressure for her to marry and make an heir. When an ill-advised date, I usually don't read synopsises, but here we are. When an ill-advised date with her godson's math teacher goes horribly wrong, she brings him under her protection while she figures out who's sabotaging her operation. Nate, the goofy dog-owning teacher, wants nothing to do with her after learning that she's the queen of organized crime in the city, but when the choice is life or death, he chooses to accept her help and move in for the summer. Bored out of his mind, though, Nate offers his services on the hunt for a suitable husband, interviewing every eligible mafioso in Massachusetts. I love this! I love this. It's like the opposite of what we usually get, where the girl is, you know, held captive for her safety by the mafia boss. I want it. Doesn't that sound good? That sounds really, really good. I hope it delivers because I've never read this author before. And speaking of, the last one, on the 30th, Burn for Me by Effie Campbell is out. Now, why do I want to read this, you might say? I saw Not Safe for Work art of it. It was like, I'm in. Like, I'm sorry. It doesn't take much. like consensual non-consent and like dubious consent, and you know, she's his captive and he's obsessed with her. She, I think, gets married and wakes up with like a gunshot wound, and this man is there and nursing her back to health. He wears a mask. It's isolated. The not safe for work art was really hot. I've seen more than one, and it seems like the scenes are looking good. The guy, our villain, he's an arsonist, I think, for the mafia. Like, he burns their crime scenes, and he is scarred and mute, which I am always, you know, it could be terrible. I don't know. I've never read this author before. Unfortunately, this not safe for work art not only put this release on my TBR, but I usually have like a pretty strict rule that I only have one book by any author on my TBR at one time. I might plan on reading 60 of their books eventually, right? But one at a time. Like, we have a priority and it's the one that's on the TBR. And if another one comes on the TBR, those go off. I have never read from this author, and I have 3 books on my TBR. Rules are made to be broken. The rules don't apply to me right now. One is Demon, so obviously. And then another one is a Mafia one that I put on my TBR because, like, this one wasn't out yet, but I still haven't gotten to it because the slump has been slumping really badly. But nonetheless, clearly this author knows how to get my attention. Like, follow her on Instagram because I don't know what that sound was, but she will get you. Probably, if you have similar taste to me, she will get you, and you will be like, yeah, that's going on the TBR right now. Downloading Kindle Unlimited. Let's do it. So that's that. That's all I've got for you. I'm sorry. Listen, when you are speaking my language, when you are saying exactly all of the things that I love, I'm just not that difficult to get, you know, because you already have the perfect catnip for me. I will say it was really funny because I think I shared this on my Instagram story after seeing it, and Robin at Paperbacks and Planners was going to send it to me before she realized that it was my story that she was seeing it on because it was so perfectly my brand. So let's hope it's good. I need some good books, okay? Like, I need some of these to actually be worth reading. I do. It's fine. Everything is fine. Anyways, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Let's hope September is better than August in every way imaginable. That would be great. All right, bye.